two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
When life has you down and you're feeling kind of rough, we've all been there before, cause this life can be tough. When you're feeling down, pick yourself up, say enough is enough, go live life and do stuff. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel, Living Life, Doing Stuff. This is episode number 6, which is part 2 of my Moose Island trip. So I woke up on the west end of the island, got my camp all packed up and ready to go, and then started making my way down the north side of the island. It was a beautiful morning. The sun was beating down on my face. I had to walk through these waist-high ferns anywhere there was any open area that wasn't totally wooded. But once I got into the woods, it was pretty rugged terrain. There was lots of down trees and some pretty big thickets. I had to double back a couple times to get around a couple of them. Here's a few shots of the bay. This one is overlooking towards Blue Sack in the Harrington River area, and this is towards the provincial park. So I finally made it down to the east end of the island to the main camping area. Aaron and Stevie had already been there for a while. Aaron was out fishing, so obviously the shithawks were going to try to be getting a little bait off of him. So after the tide went out, we went out and dug a few clams, trying to get some supper. So this next clip is about 5-6 minutes long. I got it trimmed down to a few seconds, just trying to show how quickly the water moves in and out of the bay. Once we got back to the campsite, we got the clams fried up. We got the Moose Island cowboy over here turning the chicken kebabs over the open fire. They were delicious, by the way, if you were wondering. So after supper, we went out and had a little fish and watched this beautiful sunset come in. It started out as these cotton candy skies and then switched over to this orange and like blue, and then it transitioned into this orange purple with this crazy cloud. So it was pretty beautiful, and it was just great to be sitting there drinking a couple beers, enjoying time with family, and obviously the beauty that was all around us. So this is a clip from my hammock in the morning. That's the old wife and the redhead you can see in the distance there. There was a swing set up, so obviously I had to go for a little swing with my morning coffee. So here's a quick little tour of the campsite. There's the main fire pit area. You can see where I have my hammock set up, and Aaron and Stevie are set up there with the tent. There's a little kitchen area there too. You can prepare food and stuff like that. So once everybody got up, we got a little breakfast on the go. Some sausages and a couple eggs. This was my last day on the island, so after breakfast, I got my stuff all packed up and put into the kayak and went for a little paddle around Moose Island. I didn't have a whole lot of energy, plus I had all my gear with me, so I didn't go for a real big paddle or anything like that, but I just wanted to go around to the west side of the island just to show where I camped at. So there's a couple sea caves on Moose Island. This is where I decided to stop. Diamond Island is what's right ahead of me there. I get turned around here. So up there at the top of that cliff, that's where I spent the night in episode number 5, or part 1 of my Moose Island trip. So I made my way over to Broderick Beach. That is the lighthouse there, you can see. And this is the last clip looking back at the 5 Ons before I get out of the water. And here's me landing at the 5 Ons Provincial Park. This was a pretty great trip. I got to give a shout out to Stevie and Aaron for coming up with the idea to kayak around there. So thanks a lot for inviting me. This has been Living Life, Doing Stuff, episode number 6. Thanks for stopping by.